Welcome to the Pint Pals Podcast, where every sip tells a story. Join us as we crack open the world of craft beer, one pint at a time. From crispy lagers to rich stouts and everything in between, craft beer is for everyone. We'll share our favorite brews, give our rating, and have some laughs along the way. So, grab a pint, relax, and let's explore craft beer together.
This is an Off the Tongue podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Pint Pals Podcast. It is I, Lucas.
And my name's Nate.
And today, we are back at it again because it has been quite some time that we have recorded anything altogether, I would say. And it's definitely been quite some time since we've recorded here in my apartment.
Yeah. Well, I got to say, so even though we haven't been recording episodes, we have been doing more content on our Instagram. So real quick shout out for our Instagram. If you aren't following us, Pint Pals Podcast. We do a lot of videos now, a lot of interviews with breweries, just shorter. So if you're looking for something short just to watch, that's fine. But if you're sitting in a car ride, you definitely can't be watching those videos. So you listen to us here. But yeah, so making more content, fun, more interactive stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of, pretty much for the last few events that we've been to or have been invited to be a part of. In any aspect, we've kind of done, I don't know, like, was it Billy on the Street kind of?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I mean, we got a craft brew game where we have the logos for craft breweries here in Ohio. We've taken out the words. They have to try to guess what it is. We also did one with college students during a bar crawl. Yeah, it was. You should have seen us for $1. Essentially, what we were doing.
Yeah.
Can you guess these 3 different alcohol brands? Same thing, just the logo, no words. For the most part, people did pretty good on it, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Either we made it too easy, or people just really have a vast knowledge of logos.
I think the reason that so many people did good is because of just the ones that got drawn were the easily identifiable ones, I believe. Like, everybody knows what the Twisted Tea logo looks like without Twisted Tea written on there. Same thing with White Claw.
What was the one that Smirnoff
tricked
got
a lot of
people,
people, which I was very surprised about because Smirnoff, I thought, was like the go-to cheap vodka, but a lot of people said like Shitty K.
Yes.
And I'm like, I get that, but there isn't an actual
Which I didn't know
brand
what it was called until I had to message you. It was like, what is Shitty K, like Kamchatka? Is that what it is?
Yeah. That's what the youth call it. I don't want to say youth.
Jeez. But no, so they did fine on the alcohol part, but then the bonus round was to have craft breweries, and boy,
it took a lot of training wheels just to get them to guess Jackie O's.
Let me give you all the hints possible
ones,
what it is. Yeah,
which I thought Jackie O's was kind of going to be a gimme because they opened up in Columbus and they are well known at OU. I know it's not Ohio State, but
no, but I mean they also have a very young crowd in that brewery.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
So my wife and I, we were sitting there trying to figure out what was making Jackie O's so popular, because I looked around, I was like, what do you think like the ages of most of these people here? And most of them in their 20s, a couple in their early 30s, but I mean it was a very young crowd.
You say that like
breweries.
You're not in that crowd.
I am trying to avoid the thought of that, knowing that I turned 31 coming up on Sunday. It just, I don't know, just the idea that they also, and when we looked at their drinks, a lot of them were drinking like mixed drinks. So they're at a brewery drinking mixed drinks, which is fine, but not a lot of breweries have a large menu of mixed drinks. They have the option to, but they don't openly advertise it. So I think that's one thing that Jackie O's does really well, which is, again, I was surprised that people weren't getting their logo. Of course, the logo is not super easy.
It's not super easy, but
barrel.
I just figured that would, I don't know. I mean, it's the O, right?
It's the O, which is the barrel. Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be one of the easier ones.
Yeah.
But we've been busy. It's not like we haven't been doing anything when we haven't been recording. We've been to a bunch of different beer festivals. Nate even worked at one.
Yeah, 614.
614. It
was a good time.
It was a good time. I was very surprised. It was on May the 4th, and one of our volunteers, along with Nate, Nate didn't do this, but the other volunteer, he was dressed up in
as a Jedi, right?
I
loved it. He went all out. He was a great time. Had a great time with him.
Yeah, he was a time and a half.
His
for
enthusiasm
sure.
was awesome. I loved it. Well, real quick, just before we get too far into the podcast here, I want to quickly do one shout out here for our podcast network, which is Off the Tongue Podcast Network. So if you guys don't know about it, we are part of Off the Tongue Podcast Network, which they have a wide variety of a bunch of different podcasts. So if you're looking for anything, looking for your niche, you could probably find it here. Some of the popular podcasts that we like to call out here is the Greener Grass podcast. It's funny. It makes it okay. The Skate and Mansfield podcast, Average AF podcast, the Original Copycats podcast, and Teach a Dummy podcast. Now, I will say some of these I have not listened to. Some of them I have listened to, but there is a niche for everything, and they're all, so far, the ones I've listened to have been fantastic.
Yeah, I've listened to, just because I have a lot of, I don't want to say time on my hands when I'm at work, but
must be nice.
I have a lot of chances to listen to a podcast while I'm working and stuff, and it's been great to listen to pretty much everybody. I think I've gotten to pretty much everybody on my normal podcast routine. I get excited for some days that I go to work.
You sound like a suburban dad. I got my podcast routine.
I enjoy my podcast.
I wake up in the morning, pour a cup of Joe, and listen to my podcast routine. I like it. All right. Well, tell me a little about what we're doing today, what we're drinking today.
So today we are drinking the VIP Hard Seltzer Party Pack. And the reason that we are drinking seltzers and are going to be reviewing seltzer different packs and just seltzers and like ready to go drinks.
To be clear, I didn't have any.
No,
say
you
in
had
this.
no say in this. You had no say in this. I have decided to do just a little challenge. I am a larger individual. I did my official weigh-in at 261 pounds. It's not the biggest I've been, but it's not the smallest I've been. So I am doing something called the Summer of Seltzer. And starting on June 20th, I won't be drinking beer until the first day of fall. So I'll be able to drink pumpkin beers in Oktoberfest when this is all over. So I got that to look forward to.
A little celebratory drink afterwards. Okay.
But I am not I'm not changing anything other than I am replacing my after work beer or just beer I would have when I'm editing or playing video games. I'm replacing that with a low-calorie option, seltzer or ready-to-go drink. And then on the first day of fall, I'm going to do another weigh-in and see if there's a correlation.
Oh, I'm excited for you, man.
I'm excited for it, too.
I hope that you manage it and you're able to take that self-control to do it. I'm sure you will.
I think I will.
I can imagine you would have the self-control to do it, honestly.
Because there's so many fun options out there. It's not just White Claw and Truly anymore.
That's true.
There's
this one that I've never heard of.
Exactly. I've been following so many like unheard of ones. I have a 12-pack over there of bourbon barrel-aged hard seltzers from Dragon's Milk. So I can still support local craft brewery, somewhat local craft breweries by purchasing their products, but just not their beer lines.
There we go.
But this is a brand that I've been following on Instagram for quite some time. It is VIP Hard Seltzer. It's 5.5 alcohol, 115 calories with no added sugar, and I believe it's made with real fruit juice.
I will tell you, it does feel like a VIP package. First off, just the way that the box opened, you were like really thrown off because it had a nice little fancy opening to it. The cans look very slick. Pull it over here.
Which one are you going?
I grabbed pineapple, so it looks like pineapple is what we're going with. I don't know, it just looks slick. It's very minimal can art.
It's vodka with real fruit juice. So yeah, I was right about the real fruit juice. It's sparkling water and natural flavors.
Okay.
Lightly carbonated. I'm excited for this. I'm just going to read the can real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
VIP Hard Seltzer, founded by university students, uses charcoal mellowed premium vodka, Appalachian mountain water, and real fruit juice. Things were going smoothly until a founder, nicknamed Bones, went rogue and took over formulations. Bones began raiding warehouses to get his hands on as many cans as possible, creating a riot in every city that he left the cans. With chants like "Till death do we party." Oh, that's a good line. That's a good line. It was apparent that Bones was out of control. The hand of Bones is last seen dropping his favorite fruits into our cans. Bones wanted all to try his final creation and to always savor the bold.
That took a turn.
I didn't think we were going that way, but
that was I like that. I like the little
I'm excited
they've
for
created for it. So
I've been sitting there. I've kind of been stockpiling fun seltzers that I've been seeing every now and again in case I don't see him again, or it's a long time between I see him. But I've been waiting to try these.
Well, like they say, till death do we party. Let's go for it.
This is the pineapple one.
Ooh.
Holy shit! Smell
It's gonna
that.
be so
Smell
much weird
that.
pouring them out.
That smells
Pineapple.
just like straight pineapple juice. There are actually some bars in the Columbus area. I know there's some over in the Gahanna area that actually sell these.
This reminds me of, because my grandma used to have these all the time, are the little Dole pineapple drinks. You know what I'm talking about?
I have
Like-
absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Are you
they're just
talking?
little, they're little cans. They're Dole, Dole, the pineapple, right? Yeah, the pineapple juice drinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Every time I've seen those or use them, it's never been up.
It's a mixed drink.
It's a mixed
It's a mixed
drink.
drink. That's fair. I don't know what my grandma was doing with them, but all I know is when I was there, they were in the fridge. It was well stocked, and that was my drink for the day. So
This smells absolutely delicious.
let's dive in.
Light.
It is very light.
The carbonation in the beginning, I don't know if you got it, but it kind of just like punched me in the face for a little bit.
Ironically, because it says it's lightly carbonated.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I don't. The flavor is there, and the pineapple sticks with you. But
It's very light in the end. I mean, it a lot of carbonation up first, and then it just like.
I don't know why I haven't learned. I haven't learned this because it's the same thing with beer, and I think I always still suck myself out. But whenever I smell these drinks, I always think, "Oh my gosh, this is gonna taste so amazing." And then I drink this, and it's like, I'm not getting a lot of pineapple, but I was expecting this really bold pineapple taste.
All I taste is pineapple.
I get a little bit of the vodka, just very slightly. The vodka taste.
Yeah, little booziness to it.
Yeah.
Even 5.5%. I don't know. I think it's fairly well balanced. I don't think it's too overwhelming.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying the
one way
vodka
or the
really
other.
like is killing it. I get the small taste of it over underneath the pineapple, but
This is.
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sold. I want to try the others. I'm excited for is it raspberry? Oh, it's black cherry.
Personally,
This is actually what I was most excited about, but I want to see the
Really?
other ones. Yeah, I should have started with the others.
I was looking forward to this one the least.
Mm.
I am not a pineapple guy.
Oh, I love pineapples.
I just not really anything I go out of my way for. Like if it's in a fruit salad or something, I'll definitely eat it.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, shit, I could really go for a pineapple right now.
What's your least favorite fruit? Mine's a kiwi.
I like kiwis.
Kiwis are terrifying.
I like kiwis.
The fuzzy
They're
outer
a pain in the
shell.
ass.
Ugh.
They're a pain in the ass to get to. Least favorite fruit. See, bananas.
Really?
I hate bananas.
What if they're like made into something like banana bread or like a smoothie?
That's fine.
That's fine. Just like,
I don't like banana smoothies.
oh, wait, hold on.
I
So
like
you're okay
banana
with banana bread, but you
Yeah.
don't like the smoothie.
Yeah.
My only qualm with bananas is the chalky outside when you take your first bite of it.
You're
The
supposed to
outside tends to
peel
be.
it. Do you peel it?
Peel what? Are you one of those people? Well, I guess you don't eat bananas, so I was gonna say,
No,
do you
I don't
peel
like
from
bananas.
the bottom, like you're told you're supposed to peel from the bottom of it instead of like where the stem is and everything?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly because my mom used to make Jell-O with bananas in it.
I don't
she would
like
put
Jell-O
fruit.
with fruits in them.
I like Jell-O with like a fruit cocktail. I like that.
Anything that has a
She would
solid
put
fruit inside the Jell-O, I
bananas
can't
in
do
it, and I couldn't.
That's fair. Bananas doesn't seem like a
Ugh.
great thing to put in Jell-O. I'll give you that.
No, I also just, I hate anything like strawberry banana yogurt. Hate that. Anything that has banana in it, I'm just gonna be like, nah. Unless it's completely masked by the other flavors, I just can't.
Now, one more thing, and I'm not going to bring up the whole pineapple on pizza thing, but
No,
what?
because that's a sin.
And we're avoiding that. But pineapple on burgers,
That's fine.
that's fine. Okay,
That's fine because you can grill pineapple.
that's true. But couldn't you grill the pineapple and put it on a pizza?
No,
Oh, okay.
because pineapple doesn't belong on pizza.
All right, that's where we're leaving it at. Okay. Well, here on the Pint Pals podcast, we've got a rating system. It is the Prost rating system, and Lucas is going to go ahead and take it away and tell us, what does Prost stand for?
Yes. So Prost is an acronym.
Got it right.
I got it right. It's been a while, and I got it right on the first try. So it's an acronym, and it stands for P, probably won't drink again. R is regrettable. O is optimistic. S is satisfactory, and T is terrific.
Nope. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're fine. You got it. You got it right.
You scared me for a second there.
So I actually have not had a vodka spiked seltzer
Yes,
in
you
a while.
have.
In
Oh,
a
in a
while.
while. Oh,
Like
okay.
it probably would not be since the the festival, the Seltzerland.
R.I.P.
Yeah, rip that.
They canceled it. It's no more. It's
Like
no
anywhere?
mas. Anywhere.
It's not anywhere. Dang.
Anywhere. R.I.P. Seltzerland.
I had a really good time.
I had so much fucking fun.
It was a really good time.
It was so much
As
fun.
commercialized as it was still a
I think
blast.
that's why I had so much fun. Because I was like, fuck it. Because I was like, fuck it. And
Not to
also
impress
there,
anybody. You're just
there
getting
was
drunk.
so many other like mom and pop places that were like, yeah, we're making. I was gonna open a brewery, but then I found out that I have a gluten intolerance, so I'm doing this now.
Yeah, I had a good time. We found out that Lucas cannot
I didn't
play
win that day.
beer pong very well.
No,
We still find that out every time we play.
yeah,
So
yeah. But it was free to. I mean, I doubt they're listening, but it was a really fun time. I appreciate that they gave us the VIP tickets, and we walked right in and got a free buzzball.
here's your complimentary buzzball.
Oh my god, it was. Oh god, I hadn't had a buzzball in years before that.
But anyway, got sidetracked here. Let's say for a rating for this. Well, what I was trying to say is that because I haven't had one in so long, I don't really have anything else to compare it to. I don't have my baseline, and I haven't tried the others. I'm gonna go with just an O, optimistic right now.
Okay, because you're optimistic for the other flavors.
I'm optimistic. I'm thinking the other ones might be better. Maybe it's just the pineapple that's not setting.
So I am also going to give this an O, but that is because I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I am more optimistic for the other flavors than I am with pineapple.
Okay.
I enjoyed it, but if I'm ever at a spot again and I'm given a choice between these two flavors, I am never picking pineapple.
Fair enough.
But that's just a
That's fair
personal
enough.
thing.
If they had a banana flavor, you wouldn't pick it either.
I would pick
So-
the pineapple over the banana. like Happy Dad has a pineapple one, and I have yet to get that one because I'm like, no, I'm not going to drink that.
So
Right? They have a pineapple one, right?
I don't even ask me. So
think
maybe
so.
I might be the unpopular opinion here. I want to know more about it. You might know more about it. Happy Dad seltzers, are they just
Yeah, they do have a
really
pineapple
good at marketing?
Why? Do you not
Are
like
they?
them?
Are they just? I think they're okay. I don't think they're like the greatest thing ever. Like people are so hyped up about them. Like, yeah, it's fine. It's a seltzer. It tastes like grape or it tastes like whatever they have. But like, it's not. I mean, I can't get that hyped about seltzers regardless. I don't like feel like just like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever for any seltzer that I've had. And so I see people get so hyped up about that. It gives me the same idea as with Liquid Death. They're just really good at marketing. And I feel like with Happy Dad, they're really good at cutting content creators to hype them up.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about it. I don't know what Death Row is. I don't know what any of that stuff is.
You don't know what Death Row is? Snoop Dogg's record label.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So did they just partner up?
They partnered with Snoop Dogg and Death Row Records.
Okay. So they're just really good at marketing.
But I also think they're putting out a good product.
Like I said, I don't want to be the base. I don't want to like go judge that because I don't know.
You saw me at that Happy Dad event.
Yes. Yeah. You had a lot.
Good time.
You had a great time. All right. So this is the watermelon, so here's my other thought about watermelon is watermelon typically already doesn't, watermelons are hit or miss for me. Sometimes they're just really good with flavor. Sometimes they're just not very good at all. And it just depends. So I always associate them with being just really like light and watery.
A watermelon is light and watery?
Not a lot of flavor. I don't necessarily like watermelon. People are like
gung
ho about watermelon. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I hate you.
I know.
Yeah.
With watermelon, when you think of the watermelon flavor, do you think of an actual watermelon, or do you think of the watermelon Jolly Rancher?
That's got a lot of flavor. Okay, the candy base, yes, it's got a lot of flavor because it's also got a lot of sugar.
And what does this smell like?
I haven't even smelled it yet. Okay, it smells pretty good. I'm gonna go for it.
All right. You kind of lose the flavor right away.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like up front, it was like really. I don't like this.
You don't like it?
Nope.
Not that big of a fan of it either.
I don't think I put my tongue on what it is that I don't like about it, but I don't want to say it tastes artificial because they use real fruit juice, whatever that means.
You know what it kind of tastes like?
It's just what?
The watermelon Laffy Taffy candy.
I haven't had that in so long. I haven't had Laffy Taffy in so long. I couldn't really.
Alexis brought a bag home of it the other day.
Yeah,
I was like, I haven't seen that in forever. I'm gonna say this. I prefer the pineapple over this.
Yeah, something about it is not blending well with the vodka taste. I get much more vodka taste from this one than I did the previous one.
That one's definitely a little bit more boozy. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But you're right about the taste kind of falling off real quick.
Like,
I don't want to say it, but I feel like I get more when you're on a watermelon. I feel like I'm getting more of the taste closer to the rind than I am.
You know what it fucking tastes like?
From the rind.
Yeah, you know what it fucking tastes like
to
me? You ever do the watermelon trick where you cut a hole in the watermelon and you let all the juices fall out overnight, and then you flip the watermelon back over and you stick a bottle of vodka?
I thought that was going somewhere totally different.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen it before. I've never done it.
Yeah,
I've never seen somebody in person do it, but I've probably seen it on video.
And then you and then you cut up, and it's like boozy watermelon, and that's what I'm getting from that.
Okay.
Which I can see that being exactly what they're going for, because it's the real fruit juice. It tastes like somebody took a thing of vodka and just dipped.
Do you think that's what they did?
Like a slight, yeah.
Do you think they just have a ton of watermelons sitting across there?
They got one guy cutting it up all day, and they're just like stabbing it in there. Because it's not artificial watermelon. I'm not getting like the Jolly Rancher watermelon taste from this. I still, out of the two we've had, I prefer the pineapple over this one, and I didn't think I was going to say that. But
I'm giving this one a P. I'm sorry.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Really,
I would not drink it again. I like the pineapple better, but This is not for me.
I'm gonna give it an R.
Okay.
Because I don't like the taste of it.
I would never drink this again.
I
Straight
would
up.
I would have it again. I would have it again, but it would have to be under very different.
Get more of the pineapples in me, and then you can throw a watermelon at me. I'll be fine.
I don't know. These are very different seltzers from what I've had before.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah,
Because I'm
absolutely.
curious if you'll allow me to do this. Can we save a little bit at the end and just mix them all together?
We can absolutely do that. And do you want to use our Seltzerland cups?
Oh, why not? You still have those?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
next to the beer dabbler glass up front.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to see what they taste like all together. I don't know if black cherry would go well, but I feel like
I'm
watermelon
excited
and
for the black
pineapple
cherry.
would go really good. Black cherry, well, see, that tends to be my favorite flavor for any of the other seltzers that I
That
drink.
tends to be my favorite flavor for I'm a big fan of yogurt. Black cherry yogurt's my favorite.
Really?
I enjoyed the pineapple. It tasted like just vodka pineapple juice.
The pineapple?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You're drinking the watermelon.
Yeah, I know, because I'm trying to finish it. I want that one to chase it down. So I was well, I don't know if it's gonna go well with this because we're doing seltzers and what I'm doing is gonna be beer, but we're gonna do a beer-based game here.
I didn't just forget all of my beer knowledge.
It's okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't require knowledge other than it doesn't. So what I've done is I put 37 different styles of beer into a generator. What I want you to do is you're gonna order them 1 through 5, 1 being the greatest, 5 being the one worst. But you don't know what's gonna come next.
Oh shit! I'm glad. Oh, man, this is a fun game. I'm glad you did this. I'm
Right?
glad you did. I didn't know
These
you were gonna
videos
do
pop
this.
up all the time on my thing,
and
so-
I am so glad. Let me write this down.
Yeah, you
Because
got to write it
I
down so you
gotta-
can see visually
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm going to we're going to randomly select a different beer style here, and you have to tell me 1 through 5 where you're going to place it. You just will not know the next one.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, so your first one is a Hefeweizen.
5.
Of course that pops up as the first one. I knew instantly that was going to go to 5. All right, so our next one here is going to be a Vienna Lager.
2.
Vienna Lager. I had one from Edison recently. I didn't like Vienna Lagers. I didn't realize how hoppy they were.
Not necessarily.
Gosh, the one they had was really hoppy, which I wasn't expecting. But all right, our next one here.
Vienna lagers I've had have traditionally been more malty, more that caramel, almost Oktoberfesty like.
See, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was expecting,
Yeah.
but I wasn't getting the maltiness. I was getting more of that.
I need to go to Edison.
You do. Saison.
I feel comfortable putting them in at 4.
Okay, you know what? My perspective on saisons has changed since the Derived Beer Festival,
Which one?
the Wild Springs.
Yeah, I know, but like which year? Because I don't think there was
Oh,
a lot
I've-
of saisons this past year.
What do you mean? Which one? You mean
Well,
like what specific saison?
Yeah, like
Oh,
no,
I
no,
don't
no. I mean like which year of the Wild Springs Festival? Because 2 years ago
This year.
we even brought a
This year
saison.
changed it for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
this year changed for me. I was trying a lot there, and then I tried one at Yellow Springs. We went and visited them, the
Oh,
brewery.
the
Yeah,
one
we were
in,
out there for a lavender farm, and we
wait.
visited them
like in Yellow Springs.
in Yellow Springs. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I went
nice.
to go visit them, and I picked their
Oh.
saison. It was actually pretty good.
Did you run into the ghost?
The Ghost?
I think that's the one that's supposedly haunted. When I did the
Oh,
episode
no.
with our haunted backyard.
No, really?
Yeah, because we covered the haunted breweries in Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, and
They
I
were
think
one of
Yellow
them.
Springs
Was
one of them.
Elevator one of them?
Elevator was one of them. And the other one was Cartridge. Because they,
They're in Ohio.
they're down by what's that? Kings Island.
Oh, okay.
Cartridge Brewing is called Cartridge Brewing because it's in an old ammunition factory, and so the ghost of workers that have died because of
Sheesh.
poor working
That's terrifying.
conditions. Yeah,
All right, so what do we got so far? We got Vienna Lager at 2. We got
Yep.
the saison at 4, and
And Hefeweizen at 5.
So we got 1 and 3 left.
1 and 3 left.
All right. Let's go with an Irish Red Ale.
Fuck. I'm gonna give it 3.
Wow, you're putting a lot of trust in this one. A lot of trust. All right. And your number 1 pick is going to be, okay, a Marzen.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take
okay.
that and
Yeah,
not
you
be
know what?
upset about it.
That worked out kind of well there.
The only switch I would have is the Saison and the Irish Red.
Really? You don't
Yeah.
like Irish Reds as much?
I enjoy Irish Reds from the 1st of March to the last of March. That is the only time.
You don't like the ones that were there from, well, what if it's from last year?
Oh, God, don't you get me fucking started on that. Don't you get me started on that, because I've been to a few breweries now, and that has been the case.
That's
Can we call them out? Are we at a level now where we're just like, because I just put a beer store on blast on Instagram.
That's different though. That's a beer store. I feel like putting a brewery
on blast.
If it's extreme,
Okay.
sure. If it's extreme like Brewdog, sure. But
not
it's
if
like
they have
you know, they
five
made
different seasonal beers.
They made too much of it. They're trying to get rid of it. They're doing their best.
when they have two different pumpkin beers, a Christmas beer, a Scottish ale.
I just let
and
it
their
go.
Oktoberfest.
I mean,
Okay.
if you're dumb enough to order it, then you know that's on you.
Okay. I won't talk about Nostalgia Brewing, how they have 5 seasonals up on their. I won't talk about them.
You're right. You're right.
I won't talk about Nostalgia Brewing. I've kind of reached that point where I'm ready to start calling people out on their bullshit.
I have had no problem with that. I actually have tried to do it, and you've censored me. You have censored me on it.
I used to be such a fan of that brewery. I used to be such a fan. I would go there frequently enough when I worked on that part of town.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I would just go after work because it was right there. I mean, it was like 5 minutes away. There wasn't really any breweries on. Edison wasn't there at that time.
I've been there twice. Both times have never liked it.
I've been there like, oh man, close to 10 times. Let's move on to the Black Cherry because that watermelon, I see what they're going for with that watermelon, but I'm not a fan of it. The first smell is just delicious.
It's giving me the cherry medicine smell.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
But the only reason that smell sucks is because you know how it's followed up.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that smell sucks. Otherwise, if it didn't have that taste afterwards, that awful gut-wrenching taste, the medicine, then you know what? The smell of cherry medicine would not be that bad. I don't mind the smell of cherries. I'm not a fan of their taste. But what?
Didn't you say this is the one you were looking forward to?
Yes, but
and that
like
black cherry is your favorite flavor?
Like, well, because of medicine, the strong, rich cherry flavor, I don't like.
Okay.
But I can do subtle ones like these. These are fine. All right, here we go. Black cherry.
I think that's the best one.
That's the winner. Yeah, that is. That's it.
It's well balanced, and in my opinion, I think the black cherry overpowers that vodka taste a little bit. So if you were looking for something that doesn't have that boozy flavor, I think the black cherry is definitely the way to go. If you want more of the booziness, go with the watermelon. But the
cherry flavor is really sticking with me.
But I don't think it tastes like the artificial, like medicine-y taste like you were worried about. I think it's
not at all. I didn't expect it would either. I just
hands down black cherry is the best one.
Yeah, that's a winner.
I'm out of this 3, I'm gonna give that one a T. If we're just basing it out of these 3, a T. If I'm at an event and VIP Hard Seltzer is there, I'm getting the black cherry.
Unless there's a new flavor.
Unless there's a new flavor. Do not hand me the watermelon.
Here, sir, we got a watermelon.
You got a bottle of water?
Yeah, I hate to like straight out of the gate just say a T, but
well, I just out of these 3, which one deserves
compared
a
to
T?
these 3, yeah, it would be a T. Whether it's the T of all vodka spiked seltzers, I don't know.
No,
only because I don't have a wide variety of those. Apparently,
well,
maybe I do. I don't know.
I'm gonna have a wide variety of them.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, man, that's good.
That is really, really good.
Let's combine.
Combine
a couple of them. I honestly really only want to combine the the pineapple and the watermelon.
Well, we can do both. We can
Okay.
combine them all, and then we can combine just the two. Shit, this black cherry is so good. But anyway, let's. Which one are we mixing up here?
I want to do watermelon and the
Shit.
pineapple. Well, not the shit flavor. That might not go well. But I feel like the
while-
watermelon pineapple will go well. I don't think black cherry is going to work.
While we're mixing this up, I just want to take a second and say, if we sound different to you, if we sound better, and in my opinion, I believe we sound better right now.
If we sound worse, don't say anything.
Yeah, if we sound worse, we'll beat ourselves up about it. But for those of you, we're going back to video. We're doing video again.
We hope to make some shorts of it so we can put on our Instagram as well.
Correct.
But also we're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube, and we're going to be putting our video up on Spotify as well, because apparently Nate told me that's a thing now.
You told me that was a thing. What do you mean
a
I
while
told
ago,
you?
Yeah, I guess. Well, anyway, we are finally using a prize that we have received through a giveaway from the Ohio Media School, and thank you very much for having that giveaway. It is a Rodecaster Pro 2, and it is absolutely
Fantastic.
fantastic.
It's amazing.
It is such a fucking game changer.
Don't get me wrong, the Zoom pod track is nice.
The Zoom pod track is
nice.
great for when we want to do beer festivals or we're doing recording.
But this thing is...
But this is a totally different level. I can connect to this on my phone and play music and have it come through this. I can have people call me and we can have them on the show through a phone call.
Him opening it up, he looked like a little kid playing with a new toy. It was great.
Brings me back to when I worked at a radio station and when I worked at a TV station, and we have a fun little soundboard now. And I just wanted to press a bunch of buttons, but Nate's going to be the one editing this because I got the rent fair coming up soon.
Find a fun thing you can push here.
I was thinking of, that's going to change my voice. I don't want to.
I don't want to. Okay, well, I guess I'll sound like this for the
I love
time
that because it doesn't
being.
do it to mine, but it does it
No,
to
it
yours.
does it to me. But yeah, thank you.
You can turn that off. But we've got a bunch of fun things to play with up here now, and I'm glad we're doing video again. I'm glad that we're finally using this because we've had it sitting. Basically, it is still covered in dust in some parts, but I am so grateful for the Ohio Media School for having that giveaway. I was surprised when we won, and I am so glad that we get to start using this again because this is such a game changer.
It's beautiful.
So thank you, Ohio Media School, and I put the pineapple.
Let's give them a prost. Oh, you haven't mixed it yet.
No,
Okay,
I'll
we'll give them a prost for sure.
Oh, that is a weird smell.
Still only giving the watermelon.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah, it didn't make it any better. Honestly, that watermelon still is there. I can't get that pineapple. Let's drink with Lucas, and Lucas
No,
Harvest
I'm not-
mate.
I'm
And
not
when we drink
killing
with
that.
Lucas, he finishes an 8, 7,
That's
6,
hurtling my
5,
stomach.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Is it empty? Is it though?
Mixing the two flavors was not great. But I'm gonna go. Nope.
Yeah, that watermelon is.
Yep. Not a fan of the watermelon. So
not
I think
gonna
we're gonna have
stay.
the same order here, but in my personal opinion, I think the black cherry is the best, hands down.
Yeah.
Pineapple is a close second,
Yep.
and the watermelon, I don't think I ever want to drink again.
It just keeps. I feel like it actually keeps getting worse the more sips I take from it. I realize how much I
think
actually
the fact
don't
that it's
like
in
it.
my apartment, I don't I don't like it there anymore.
You want to take it out to a fire
give me
and
the
quickly
give me
burn
the
it
game.
real
We're gonna
quick?
do it with you real quick.
Do the game with me. Oh, you want to do the top 5?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Good boy. Okay. Let me go back to the beginning here.
Also, I just want to take a moment to say something.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're back doing this again, and I feel like I've said this before in other podcasts because we just find ourselves caught up in actual real life.
Yeah.
And one thing or another, but I just want to say, Nate, I know I give you a lot of shit for this, but I want it out there personally as somebody who was not good in academia. I applaud you for your time and effort that you put being forward as an educator.
Lucas, these drinks only have 5.5% alcohol in them. You're not that drunk. Stop.
No. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Because I know that was putting a toll on you. And
for those who don't know, I am no longer an educator.
Yeah,
I've quit the profession of education. I have my own pad here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, moving on to bigger things. Gonna finish my MBA, and in the future we'll have our brewery.
So we're doing the game again, but we're doing it with Nate. I'm gonna give you a list 1 through 5, and you're not gonna know whichever one or whatever the game was. The exact same game we just played.
Oh my goodness! Do I need to explain the game to you?
No. I know it. So here's your first one.
All right.
Forbidden Root. I don't like.
Does
that
this list
laugh.
go to 100 by chance? Can I put it way down there?
Oh,
It's
shit.
gonna go
You
to
don't like
5.
it?
Yeah, you don't like Forbidden Root.
I've never been there. I've never been. It's in
Oh my
Easton,
gosh!
right?
You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking Naughty Pine. They both had to do with trees.
Oh yeah. So you were shitting
All
on
right,
Forbidden Root.
Yeah, Forbidden Root's still gonna go down here.
Number 5. Okay. So do you want
I
to
have
issue an
good-
apology to Forbidden
I
Root?
have. Well, my apologies, Forbidden Root, but also
Yeah, because we hate to put you in the same category as fucking Naughty Pine.
you guys are definitely above them. You have more beers.
I'd rather
than
go
they
to
would ever have in
nostalgia
their
than Naughty
lifetime.
Pine.
All right, okay, Forbidden Root. I mean, it's good. The Forbidden Root really focuses on more of the food aspect than they do the beer. They're more of a restaurant, if anything. But
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense for their location.
in Easton,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, hit me.
Temperance Row. I don't think I've been to this one.
Your favorite podcast guy worked there?
I thought he worked at Forbidden Root.
No, he works at Temperance Row.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, up in Westerville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen him there.
I should make a trip up there then.
I'm afraid what I'll get next. I'm gonna go with 3. I feel like that's a really good place to put it. So Temperance Row. All right, what's next?
Spires. Have I been to Spires Social? Yes. No, I haven't.
Weren't
no,
they at the?
I haven't.
Were they at the beer festival? The Drive? They weren't at Drive.
No.
Oh, I think they're at this Sip. I think they're at the Sip Beer Festival.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna put them at 4 though. I've only really ever been there once. No way.
It's Naughty Pine. Is the
Are you
next one.
kidding me? Oh my gosh.
1 or 2, Nate.
That's
1
awful.
or 2.
That's awful. Okay, well, I don't have a choice. That's
That's your second favorite brewery in
please I don't
Columbus.
know. Naughty Pine only has like maybe at most 3 of their own craft beers. Everything else is some other craft beer brewery. It's
God.
not. I think they're just a restaurant that happens to occasionally make beer.
So you're number 1. And
Jeez.
and personally, I think you lucked out with your number 1. I think this is a very good pick.
What is it?
Nocterra.
Okay. Yes. That is a great one. I was thinking you said nostalgia for a second. My brain was like, no way. Okay. Nocterra. Oh, I love Nocterra.
They just opened one downtown.
What?
Yeah, I think downtown.
Seriously?
Yeah, they expanded to.
So I don't drive to Powell anymore to go get.
No,
their beer?
you don't have to. Well, you can drive to any. You can drive to any Giant Eagle.
Yeah, but I want on draft. I want them on draft.
No, they're opening a tap room. Shit, I want to say in the brewery district,
There's not a lot of breweries in the brewery district though,
which is a shame.
It's only really Antiques on High is the only one I can think of when I think of brewery.
Oh, never mind. Not the brewery district, at the Scioto Audubon Metro Park.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
They're opening there.
yeah.
That's right next to the brewery district. But
Oh, is it?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's where we take our dogs for everything.
Yeah, they're opening there.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the episode. Do we have any last minute shout outs we need to do here? We
I
have
don't think
Off the
so.
Tongue Podcast Network. We've got the Ohio Media School. I don't think of anything else.
No, I don't think of anything else. Just a heads up for everybody out there. Be sure to be following us on our Instagram at Pint Pals Podcast and also our TikTok at Pint Pals Podcast. There is a lot of overlap with the content. By that, I mean there is 100% overlap with the
I
content.
mean, it gets sent to both. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
And I don't know. I think I'm just going to be putting in like we've run into a couple of people that actually listen to our show at beer festivals and stuff like
Just
that.
call out Micah. Micah's the
Yeah.
first person that's actually come up to us and been like, "You guys, the Pint Pals podcast?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I was very
So,
surprised.
Micah,
So
when you do
shout
get
out
to this
Micah, yeah.
episode, shout outs to you for recognizing us.
That it meant a lot. I didn't think that was ever going to happen, but The next beer festival that I have on my radar that both of us are going to be at, Nate and I have decided that this year we will be attending Dragon Saddle instead of the 450 North Corn Maze.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't know if we want to record at Dragon Saddle yet or not.
I was thinking about that, and
Well, I think it would be nice. I think I would rather just experience it.
It's
a great experience.
It's a different vibe than other beer festivals.
Yes.
It's very much you got to get this
Agreed.
beer, or you're not going to get this beer.
Yeah.
If you're not in line for this beer, you will miss out on it.
It's also been several years since we've been to this one.
That's true.
So
That's true.
they could have changed up a lot.
And also, the last time that we went, I don't remember 90% of it.
You don't remember handing rocks to people?
I don't. I didn't. I
boy.
didn't know I was doing that. I didn't come to until I was in a porta potty.
It was a whole experience.
It was. Oh God.
All right.
It was a
Well,
rough time.
let's go ahead and close out here.
Yeah.
VIP hard seltzers, vodka spiked with real fruit juice. We had the pineapple, black cherry, and the watermelon. Really, just if you can get this without the watermelon, go for it. But you know what? It might be your vibe.
Hey, to
Who
be
knows?
honest, I wasn't disappointed with this purchase.
Might be your vibe.
I enjoyed
The
it.
black cherry is the winner for me.
Black cherry is
Yeah,
hands
if,
down
if
the
this
winner.
were a 6-pack of the black cherry, I'd be fine with it. I would drink the whole thing.
Purchase that on the regular. I think.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to the end of another Pint Pals podcast episode. How do we end our episodes?
No, I have no idea.
We just
All right. Well, that brings us to an end of another episode of the Pint Pals Podcast, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.